Okay.
Is Keith Thurman a throwback fighter?
Keith Thurman, I'd say, is a throwback fighter because he gets in the fire. You understand? He gets in the fire. He's not a guy that's going to go out there shuffling around dancing. Something's going to happen when you get in there with Keith Thurman. All right? He puts his ass on the line. That's why I like him. He's not out there just, dancing and prancing. This guy's out there gambling.
Okay.
You understand? That's what I call a throwback fighter. When he puts his ass in the fire, he puts his ass in the fire to make entertainment. The boxer is supposed to be getting paid for. He's going out there and putting his ass on the line. Like the last fight he had with Guerrero. He said, look, I'm letting Guerrero know right from the rip. I'm not coming out here to play around. I'm trying to knock you out. You understand? He said, I'm trying to knock you out. He made it clear, I'm trying to knock you out. And when you find a fighter that makes that kind of concession and then goes out there and acts on it, yes, he's a throwback fighter.
Okay. That's see, and I haven't tampered with that. So anyone said that I'm biased, I'll let you mean. So
Shawn Porter is a strong guy.
Is Shawn Porter a throwback fighter?
Not to me. He's strong and wild, He's strong and wild, and a good boxer is going to get him every time.
So, what is a throwback? If you were to describe a throwback fighter, like what would comprise of one?
Throwback fighters is a lot of things embodied in that. They're cagey, they're smart, they're crafty. Ala Georgie Benton versus Ruben Hurricane Carter. They're right there in the fire, but they're so crafty and cagey in there, they're not getting hit with a lot of stuff. Even though they was right in front of each other, they were slipping, ducking, dodging, and countering. And that, to me, is what I call a throwback fighter.
Okay.
Shawn Porter is a strong guy. But if that guy that he last fought, the guy that he just knocked out, the guy that brought in on 1 day notice, the last fight, everybody saw it?
Yeah.
Did everybody see the last fight?
Yeah, I saw that. I saw the last one, yeah.
If that same guy had 6 weeks to train for him, he'd have knocked Shawn Porter out.
I got a question since you bring up Porter. They might have Porter versus Bradley. Who you got for that fight?
That's a good
I like Bradley.
Every time.
Okay.
I like Bradley.
Yeah.
But let's get back to the same thing. The last fight that Shawn Porter had, did anybody see that guy?
Nah.
Nobody saw the guy that he fought?
Yeah, I saw the guy, but I've never seen the guy fight.
It looked pretty easy though. He didn't seem to have Porter under too much pressure though.
That kid flew. They had to fly him in from New York.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he didn't want to fight. He was supposed to fight Corey Mayfield, and he said, "Nah." They changed their mind because everyone was thinking, "Whoa, fight Corey Mayfield. That's really good."
They brought that kid in from clear across the country, from New York to Vegas or wherever.
Yeah.
And that kid was in there within 18 hours. I mean, he couldn't even get the jet lag. Did you see the fight that he gave Shawn Porter? For a guy that just flew in, if that kid had 6 weeks to train, he'd whoop Shawn Porter's ass. That kid was rugged. That kid was a beast. For somebody that just flew in, a guy that just flew in last night and come in and put up a fight like that, I said, good God, if this guy had 3-4 weeks to train, he might have beat Porter. And everybody was raving about, yeah, Shawn, he did it. He got him out of there. He was supposed to get him out of there.
Oh, man. Okay. All right. Shit, man. Let me see it.
I'm just not. Maybe. Listen,
You're just not sold. You're just not sold on him.
I'm not. Look. I'm coming from an era past. When I look at Shawn Porter and these guys, I'm just not like overly impressed. I like the Keith Thurman because, like I said, he puts his butt on the line and he backs it up. He backs it up. If people doesn't influence him to change, he's going to be the guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the fans sometimes can be a little cold, saying you need to do this, you need to do that, and tamper with the boxer's psyche a little bit, and they go out there trying to do other things they shouldn't be doing. But I like the fact that I like the way he fought Guerrero. He said, "I'm making it clear. I'm trying to knock you out. All right. I'm trying, and I'm gonna tell you something. He did an easier job, a better job with Guerrero than I thought he would do. You know, I thought that he wouldn't. I thought it would be more competitive, but he shut him down.
Okay.
So now,
Are there any more fighters currently you would say are throwback fighters in 2015? Triple G?
yeah, Triple G is definitely a throwback fighter. Triple G is definitely a throwback fighter. You know.
He uses feints a lot.
Yeah, those. My trainer, Mr. Shirley, told me a long time ago. He said, boxing is a separate entity from feinting. You have to learn to feint the same way you learn how to box, and then you got to learn how to combine the two of them. Timing is everything.
Yeah,
That's old school teaching. This is old school teaching. He said, feinting is a separate art from the art of boxing.
That's good.
He said that once you master the two, then you have to learn how to master putting the two of them together and making good music out of it.
Wow.
You understand?
Yeah.
Everybody's saying everything come off the jab. No, everything don't come off the jab. Mr. Shirley told me that everything came off the shake. And it's what I tell Usyk now. Work behind the shake. Work behind the shake. He wouldn't say feints. He said shake him, shake him. And to this day, I still use that analogy. Shake the guy. Shake him a little bit. You understand? Because if somebody shake me, I'm going to flinch. I'm going to take a step back because I'm thinking something coming. He said in that little time that a guy flinch or go to block something, he said you got to steal something. That little time, that little flinch, when it flinch, because it's human nature for us to flinch. It's like if I throw a handful of dirt at you, you're going to throw your hands up reflectively. It's a reflective movement. You're going to throw your hands up and try to block it. He said you got that split second to steal what you want. You got a split second to go into cash registers and rob all the money.
Mm-hmm.
Off that little shake, So this is how many times did you hear tell anybody in Stevenson's corner say feint him? How many times did you hear another corner say feint him? Nobody said nothing about it.
I don't even hear that. No one really says that.
No, because it's completely overlooked by today's so-called teachers and trainers. I told you the holy grail now is if I got a pair of mitts and I'm slapping the mitts, that's the holy grail now. Oh, he was a good trainer.
Yeah. See, that's the thing, man. That's what I saw. Like Sam Langford, when I saw a lot of films on YouTube, he was doing a whole load of feints, man. He was doing some serious feinting on his opponents and beating the crap out of them.
Joe Walcott.
Yeah.
Joe Walcott. You know, Joe Walcott. Jimmy Young. You know, those guys use feints. It's a separate art.
Yeah.
The art of boxing is will win out the day. You know, people say with Usyk, oh, he's a good puncher. You should let him punch a little more. It's like water rolling off a duck. I just said in the back of my mind, what the fuck you know about boxing? Who the fuck you gonna tell me what to do with my boxing?
Straight up.
I know what to do and what not to do. I know what to do and what not to do. Usyk is 6-0 and he's rated number 3 in the world. I want to get him to the number 1 spot.
Yeah.
And it's best to be careful because when you boxing is a 2-lane highway. You know, you get to driving crazy, something run right into you. You know,
Yeah.
And you looking up at the lights.
So I need to ask you this: that African guy Lalenga. That fight is still on the cards because he went the distance with Lebedev and he gave him a good fight. So you're still looking towards that match there? I think it would be a good progress, you know, to gauge Ulek's progress.
Wait 1 minute. Wait 1 minute, please. Wait 1 minute. Yeah, yeah.
Hey man, you sleep now?
No, I'm not asleep.
Okay, I am on the now of your products, okay? Because I spoke with Julia.
Okay, I'm on an interview right now, so just come on and I'll let you in.
You wait for me?
Yeah, just call me when you get there, and then I'm on an interview right now on the computer,
Okay, I'm sorry.
and I'll
I
call
will
you.
call.
Okay, all right.
Bye.
Good, bye-bye.
It could beat Usyk's fighting tomorrow, innit?
Okay.
That's why, Mr. Bashir. Was that? Is that?
Okay, go ahead.
No, I was just asking him about Lanenga because we was talking about Lanenga as a prospective opponent. He went the distance with Lebedev, and he's still a tough guy.
Yeah, he's a tough guy. He's a reckless guy, you know? He's a very reckless, strong guy.
You still looking at him as an opponent, possibly, for this year?
I mean, he's we rated number 3 in the WBO. It doesn't make sense to fight him now.
Yeah.
We after we get a belt, when we look in the unified belts, I'm sure that they're going to meet somewhere along. He's a strong guy. He's a tough guy. Usyk is much smarter than him. I'd have Usyk to box him until the steam ran out of him. Sometimes you got to take the steam from these guys. You can't just run out there them guys like the brave guys, strong, wild guys like Malinga. He's a gambler.
Yeah. Yeah. Because when he took that guy's head off, he took that top amateur, that Eastern Bloc amateur's head off, man. Like, I was like, oh, yeah, that was quite severe. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a tough guy, but that's why they call boxing the sweet science. You got to science up. You can't fight every fighter the same way, and you can't teach every fighter the same tricks. Because some fighters are capable of carrying out large tasks, and other fighters can't carry out those tasks.
Yeah.
I like to think of myself as more as a scientist when I'm training these guys. Every fighter is different. You can't just use the same strategy for every fighter. And I'm in that corner, and I'm trying to apply that stuff with the fighters that I'm working with. I know I try to get to know them and find out what they're capable of doing and what they're not capable of doing. I was training Maurice Harris, and I noticed that every time Maurice got in a fight, every time he tried to use an uppercut, he got hit with left hooks. So I say, hey man, don't throw no more up. Don't throw no uppercuts. Don't do that. They say, well, why you don't teach us? I said, look, don't tell me what to do, my fighter, man. I said, just don't throw no uppercuts. Because every time he tried to throw an uppercut, he got hit with left hooks. He just couldn't do it. He was not the kind of guy that I wanted to throw him left uppercuts because he would get hit with left hooks every time. So I knew that it was something. It was something that he wasn't good at. So leave it alone.
Why? What was he doing wrong?
Chemistry, timing. He just couldn't. Every time he tried to throw uppercut, he got hit with a counter left hook. Every single time he tried to throw that punch, he always got hit with left hooks. As slick a boxer as he was, he just got hit with left hooks. And I was always worried about the left hook, and I would tell him, don't try to hook with these people, please.
Yeah. Certain punches are just for certain fighters, And it's like you say, it's all about putting it together in one momentum, And
when one of the key things, one of the marks of a good trainer is to know your limitations. Know your limitations. Know what you can do. Know what your fighter can do and what your fighter is not capable of doing. Know what the fighter can do and know what he can do to stay out of trouble. And that's what I try to stay with. The other guys try to do everything. They try to make the guy a boxer. They try to make him a slugger. They try to make him a puncher. I'm just not sold on this young man, Shawn Porter, yet.
Yeah.
He's a strong fighter, a willing fighter, but he'll meet his match in a guy like Bradley. Bradley has earned my respect over time. He has earned my respect.
I disagree at this stage. I think Shawn Porter will give Bradley all the trouble he needs right at this stage of their careers.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that Shawn wouldn't do it, but I'm just saying Bradley himself, I'm just speaking of him himself, has earned my respect over time.
Oh, I get what you're saying,
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times I counted them out and I said, whoa, this guy is coming to fight. Especially that Provodnikov fight. I was like, God damn. I said, that when the Bradley fight with Provodnikov, I said, goodness gracious, man, they was fighting like animals.
Yeah, that was serious, man. That was serious, bro.
That was a fight and a half. And when Bradley comes to fight, he comes to fight, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't know how much he got left on his clock. I don't know how much he got left on his clock. But Bradley don't come to play. He comes to fight. You know?
He looked worn out in that last fight against Chavez. He looked worn out. He looked just about.
Yeah, he can't keep taking them kind of beatings, though, you know. Shawn Porter, I told you, that last guy he fought was up in him, man. That guy was up in his ass like a can opener, I'm telling you. That guy, I said, damn, I said, is this the easiest guy they could, they flew the guy in from clear across the country, so I said, oh, they're going to knock this guy out. Man, have any of y'all seen that fight?
Yeah, I know. That's his thing knocking him out. I mean, he just like, I didn't take it on like he get, anything. I just looked on the result, man. Like, not really focusing on.
No, you got to go see the fight.
I watched the whole fight. I think Porter was a bit rusty at the start, and then
Yeah, but rusty my foot. This guy came in overnight. They flew this guy 6 hours into Las Vegas overnight.
But he didn't win, though. That's who you care about is the result. That's what I'm saying.
Right, the result. But you have to see the fight. When you see the fight, you start thinking to yourself, saying, this guy had 3 weeks of training. He would have whooped this. That guy was stepping to Shawn Porter. This guy was taking the fight to Shawn Porter like, hey, man, bump you, man. I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are.
We got to bear in mind, man, Shawn Porter, he drew with Julio Diaz, when I remember watching that, I didn't think Porter was going anywhere, but.
I didn't, I knew he was going to beat Devin, though. Devin underestimated, I knew he could beat Devin.
I thought Devin was going to win, man.
I know a lot of people did. I should have put money down. I knew he was going to beat Devin, though, because Devin was just thinking he was too good. You know what I'm saying?
Shawn Porter?
Yeah, but I knew Shawn Porter was going to beat Devin. I knew that. I knew he was going to beat him. I talked to him as well, and he told me the strategy. He said that Devin's lost many times, innit? And what we got to do is pick the right game plan of how he fought Bradley. So basically, he mugged him how Bradley done him. That's what he decided to do. Him and his dad, and they did the same thing. The game plan worked out. They just jumped right on him, didn't give him air, and that was it.
Yeah, how do you think a fight with Shawn Porter plays out against a guy like Tommy Hearns?
Shawn Porter against Tommy Hearns?
Yeah.
That ain't nice, man.
If he couldn't deal with Kell Brook's jab, I don't know what he does, man. I don't know what he does.
Bro, that's messy, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Exactly my point.
Hey, that's like
anytime that this guy get in a fight with a guy that can box, he's gonna have big problems. I'm telling you.
He might end up like Roberto Duran.
But in saying that, you could say that for probably 99% of the welterweights who ever lived if they went in there with Tommy Hearns.
He did. We were talking about it before. But that's what he was talking about before. He was just talking about that. Go ahead, Mr.
Well, you take a light punching guy that really couldn't punch, Harold Weston out of New York.
Yeah.
Put him in. Watch the fight with him and Tommy Hearns. And if it wouldn't been for that cut, that guy was stepping to Hearns.
Okay.
So it's just so what I'm saying is it just boils down to who can box. Harold Weston can box.
I've never seen him fight. I know he fought Benitez though. He was quite good.
Harold Weston is a light puncher. He wasn't no big puncher, but he was stepping to Tommy Hearns when the fight was stopped, and the fight got stopped on cuts. But the guy was starting to step to Tommy Hearns. He was testing Hearns. But he was testing him because he had boxing skills. So it was, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these guys just don't know how to, like Kell Brock was able to neutralize Shawn Porter with a jab. Mm-hmm. And Kell Brock I can't see Shawn Porter getting out of 7 rounds with Ray Leonard.
That'd be
Wolford Benitez would spank him.
Yeah,
he would spank him. He would put him in a box and put a ribbon on him and send him back to his mother.
Yeah, I think he would. I think Don Curry would dismantle him too. Or even
Donald Curry would knock him out.
yeah. Marlon Starling, I think all them guys. I think you'd have to fancy
Yeah,
all
Marvin
them guys to
Starling.
beat him.
Good.
Mark Breland would bust him up.
Yeah, Mark Breland's a very awesome man.
Mark Breland would bust him up because Shawn is a strong guy, but he don't think in there, man.
Yeah, yeah,
That's why Cal was able to control him.
yeah.
Because he was trying that brute bully stuff with Shawn. He was trying to bully Kel. And Kel was saying, hold up, and then pop, just get over there with that. Come on, man, cut that out.
Yeah.
You understand? Get out. That's how he was dealing with it. He said, don't come in with that wild stuff. Don't come in with that wild stuff because I'm not that kind of guy.
Yeah.
And you thought that Shawn would change? No, he didn't change. He's a strong, willing fighter, but I'm just not sold on him yet. Maybe something if he can beat Keith Thurman, which I don't think is going to happen, I think Keith going to beat him.
Yeah, they were talking this is what I was saying. Like they was both on camera talking. They was really friendly. I was thinking, man, how come you guys? They're talking. Yeah, it could happen in the future. We don't know. I was thinking you guys should be, looking to fight each other and talking about we want to hook it up. But
they're talking about it now. They're just sizing each other up. They ain't all that friendly. It'll change. Trust me, it'll change.
Nah, they're friends. They were friends from the amateur days and all that stuff there.
Yeah, okay, it's going to change, though. When they come up, when they put that money on the wood, all that stuff going to change. I never did buy up on it. I used to tell the guys, saying, man, I used to tell most of the heavyweights I work with, saying, man, stop trying to be friends with dinosaurs. Mr. Shirley used to always say, man, don't be out there trying to be no friend with no dinosaurs. I said, what? He said, don't be trying to be friends with other dinosaurs. So what are you talking about? He said, dinosaurs are predators, and they always looking for any other predator to eat, even other dinosaurs.
Yep.
He said, don't try to be friendly with them because they're just sizing you up. And sizing you up can be sizing your demeanor up, sizing your mentality up. They're just sizing you up before they carve you up. You understand? And that's right. That's right, because when I used to, in the amateurs, I watch everything about a guy, what hand he used to pick up a fork with, how he acted in the gym, mentality, all that stuff means something to me. I take in all of that stuff. I take in everything, every little thing. I take in anything I can use against the guy to win, then I'm going to use it. That's what a wise teacher would do. It might not mean much to somebody outside the ring, but with that bell ring, it means a lot.
Yes, indeed.
It's just it's a lot of people can't put their mind on it or put their hands on it. They can't grasp it.
Yeah, but if you can get a fraction of an advantage, that's what you do, isn't it? So you've got to be looking for anything you can pick up to use against your rival.
Look. I told EJ, I said, look, man, I picked Pacquiao to win this thing by split decision. Now, wait. They said, well, what's your logic? I said, there is no logic. I just got a gut feeling that Pacquiao gets out in front of Floyd the first 4 rounds. Floyd is a notoriously slow starter. And Pacquiao might take a breather between 5 and 7, but picks the pace back up in 9. And I think he wins those last rounds. I think Pacquiao gets a split decision. I think Floyd is going to try to bully him. I think Floyd is going to use his size, his reach, his weight, his speed. I think he's going to try to bully him. I think he's going to take the fight to Pacquiao.
Well,
that's what I think.
I know, people. I know a lot of people want to err on the side of caution and say, well, since Pacquiao's getting so much that we expect him to do X, Y, and Z, but I don't see.
That's not my logic. That's not my logic.
For Amir. Yep.
Sorry, that's from Farah and Chavez. The weigh-in. They're at the weigh-in right now. Sorry.
Oh, they're at the weigh-in. Okay.
Yeah, it's live, isn't it? I'll just share the link. If you guys can carry on. Go ahead.
Yeah, I've got Floyd winning it, man. I've got Floyd winning it.
Yeah. Okay. That's a general thinking. You know, the general thinking is, and I for one, I couldn't argue with it. Me for one, I couldn't argue with it. You know, but I'm just going with a gut.
It could happen, man. It could happen. You never know. Like Floyd's not invincible.
Gut feeling, Pacquiao split decision.
Floyd's not invincible. No fighter is invincible. So you never know. You never know.
Floyd is a consummate professional. I like him. Though. I like his work ethic. That's what I do like about him. I like his work ethic. You know, he's a smart man. I love his work ethic. He is a smart man. I mean, he works hard too.
What do you know about this guy called Amir Man? He's fighting this guy called Walter Costelillo.
He's a power puncher, isn't he?
Yeah, he's
Who?
Amir Man.
Who?
Amir Man is a prospect.
Amir?
Aman.
Where's he from?
I don't know, man.
He's American.
He's I see him. What's his name?
What weight? What weight?
I'm not even too sure, you know. I'm not even too sure. I just see him weighing into the fight for the Chavez. He on the undercard of the Chavez and the Fonfara fight. I got Fonfara whooping his ass, man. I don't care what anyone told me. I'm gonna go put money down and put a bet on it, man. I don't see Chavez beating Fonfara at all.
Yeah, man. He's what weight is he again? I forgot what weight is he. Is he a welter?
68.
Talking now, yeah? He's 168. Yeah.
They're fighting at 68.
Amir, yeah.
But Amir is what weight?
Which Amir?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a super light welterweight. He's a light welter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I don't know him. I'm not familiar with him.
He's 5'10" and
I see him stretch out a few people, man. I see him stretch out a couple of people.
Albany.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. New York. Undefeated, yeah.
And he's 5'10" at 40?
He's 5'10" and a half.
5'10" and a half
74-inch reach, you know? Yeah, he's got a 74-inch reach. So he's got the old leverage. He's got the whole leverage there.
Yeah,
he's a big light welterweight.
Yes, very big, very big.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's 24 years old, man. He's young, boy. So
yeah.
Fonfara, not Fonfara. Where is he from?
You know, they call him the young master.
He's from New York. He's from New York.
He's a Don King. He came out of I see the other guy. Who's that guy who used to be with Tyson? Not Jellyfink. What's his name again? Who's that guy, man? Stacy. What's his name?
McKinley.
Yeah, he's with him. Yeah, I think he's training him or he's with him. Yeah, Stacy McKinley.
Oh, he must be with Don King then.
Yeah, he is with Don King. That's it. Yeah. They call him the young master. Like, you know, thinking that's what they call him. They're just introducing the Fonfara now, ain't it?
Yeah, they're
WBC International Light Heavyweight Championship.
Oh, that's the belt they're going for. International Light Heavyweight.
Light heavies. They fight that light heavy.
International Light Heavyweight. Man, Fonfara gonna whoop him.
Turn it up. Turn it back up.
All right.
Fighting out of Chicago by way of Poland, please welcome Andres Fonfara. And now we invite to the stage his opponent, record 48 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, 1 no contest with 32 wins coming by way of knockout. He is the former WBC middleweight champion of the world from Culiacan, Sinaloa, Mexico, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Well, as we bring to your attention, the contracted weight for this bout is 172 pounds. Now to the scale. He captured the world's
170. Is that a catch weight?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. The contracted weight.
What the heck? It's supposed to be light heavy. What is it? It's supposed to be light heavy. What's light heavyweight? What's
75.
75, yeah.
Yeah, Fonfara's making this guy. Let me see how much he weighs in. He's weighing him right now. See how much he weighs in now. 171. So he's closer to. See, he could have made.
Andres Fonfara weighs in at 171 and 1/2 pounds. 171 and a half pounds for Andres Fonfara.
See, he could have made the weight. I bet it's
Go back. Let's see what Chavez was.
Yeah, he's coming to the scales now. I bet you know what he done? It's probably for Chavez.
In the WBA, former world champion, the idol of boxing from Mexico, la leyenda continua, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.
A lot of Mexicans in Chicago.
Yeah.
171 and 1/2 pounds for Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.
Yeah, but why are they doing it like they're only 1 pound over? Like, what's light heavy 70? Yeah.
75.
75. That's the limit. 75. What are they talking about? Contracted weight? I mean, come on, man. They messing boxing up with this nonsense, man.
What is that? That's what is it? What's So I'm the light heavyweight. Is what is super middle, isn't it?
Yeah, but that ain't super middle.
So what's super middle? 65, isn't it?
68.
158.
What the fuck is this, man? Why are they coming in like that, man?
Yeah. It's nonsense. They're gonna mess the sport up, man. They're gonna mess the sport up. They creating a whole nother division.
How can they? And the thing is, they got WBC International, but they're calling it at a light heavy, but I don't understand.
They said, yeah, but it's an international title, but no, with the contract, it's at a contracted weight at 171, but it's an international title for the light heavyweight title. But
10 rounder. It should be a 10 rounder. It shouldn't be a 12 rounder then.
But how can it's a 10 rounder because it's for the title?
No, but it's a 12 rounder.
It's a 12 rounder?
Yeah, that's where they got the belt. They put the belt in it to make it a 12 rounder. But you know what? Anything under
man, this is so messed up, man.
But listen, anything under 175 is that's still light heavy, isn't it?
Yeah, it still is.
It still is light heavy, but they've contract to be 171, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm saying if you light heavy, you come in. Oh man, they messed the sport up.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah, but I think that's for Chavez, man. I think that's for Chavez more than Farah, man.
Catchweight phenomenon. I was explaining to this young dude today. He was saying, he was arguing with me, saying, yeah, Pacquiao and Oscar fought a welterweight. I said, yes, I know it was welterweight, but it was still a catchweight. But it's not a catchweight, it was welter. I said, look, it's not officially called you don't have matches officially called a catchweight, but it was a catchweight. Oscar was accommodating Pacquiao, but he just couldn't process what I was saying. So
same thing with Cotto.
Huh?
Same thing with Cotto.
Same thing with Cotto.
And Margarito.
I was explaining to him, the last time you see Oscar weighing 145 is years back. He was fighting at light middle for that fight there, you know?
Pacquiao whooped Oscar's behind.
Yeah, he did.
He taxed. He was that Oscar's last fight?
Yes,
it was.
Oscar said that enough is enough. Let me get behind the desk here because Pacquiao leaned in on him, man. He leaned in. Pacquiao leaned in on Oscar.
He leaned in.
Yes, man.
Yeah, that before leaned in.
I mean, shoot. Oscar said on us too. Listen, Oscar. What you want to do, man? Hey, Oscar. Look, I'm telling you, Oscar, your face is not looking good. This boy whooping you. You better sit over here on this too. And Oscar sat there and said, "You know what, man? You're all right, man." When Pacquiao whooped his behind. Pacquiao whooped Margachito, beat him up too,
Yeah, catchweight.
Pacquiao.
Once again, another catchweight fight.
Yeah, Freddie Roach. We was just talking about trainers of all time, and they say that, Freddie Roach being tagged as he's won the trainer of the world thing. How many times? He must be because he's won it that many times. He must be the greatest trainer of all time. All right, whatever, man. Come on.
Freddie Roach is a white guy, man. I'm telling you.
So there is, man.
Like I said, my mother said that you have to be twice as good when you're going against other ethnic groups, especially white people. But now, racism has reared its ugly head again. It's on the upsurge now. Racism they had blanketed. They had put a blanket on it and kept it at a minimum for years. And now, all of a sudden, in the last 15 years, there's been a resurgence of racism, and it's increasing day by day. A young lady said today that she said Miss Israel, who was a black woman,